Senator, it's good to have you back on the program.
It's great to join you.
Well, let's set aside the legal wrangling that is still to come on this issue. How confident are you that at the end of the day, same-sex marriage will be legal in Wisconsin and in all 50 states?
Well, it's remarkable what's happened in the last year. I think it was June of last year when the United States Supreme Court ruled in two decisions, bringing us to a place where we have seen 12 states, federal judges in 12 states rule that bans in their state constitutions were unconstitutional. And it's really remarkable, but I think it very much reflects the tide of public opinion on this issue. And it's really about our fundamental values as Americans and as Wisconsinites. We believe in equality, fairness, opportunity. We want our loved ones to be treated like our neighbors, our friends. We want to recognize that love is love and family is family. And there's very few people left who stand in the way. Unfortunately, two people who do stand in the way in the state of Wisconsin is, our governor and our attorney general. Governor Walker is defending discrimination. J.B. Van Hollen is prosecuting progress. And I think it's time that they not stand in the way of equality and fairness.
You want them to drop their continued attempts to defend the same-sex marriage ban in the state?
They should drop their appeal.
Now let me have you address the rationale for their appeal. And J.B. Van Hollen was on the show a while ago, and he said, hey, this is a simple matter of the law. I am defending the state's law. In 2006, the people of this state went to the polls. They voted overwhelmingly in favor of a same-sex marriage ban. That's the law. I'm doing what I'm empowered to do. What's your response to that?
Well, in fact, he is standing in the way of what has been a clear change in the tide of public opinion. And essentially, this is about some of our most fundamental American values of non-discrimination, of equality, of fairness. He certainly is aware of the United States Supreme Court opinion of last June. He certainly understands that across the nation, federal judge after federal judge has declared the type of ban that we have in our state constitution to be unconstitutional. And now we can say that not only are these bans sort of counter to our values, but they're also counter to the United States Constitution.
How about the argument that you hear from supporters of the ban who say, if you want to change the law, do it through the legislative process. That's the way the law was changed to begin with. That's the way the law was created to begin with. Why not go that route?
Well, again, we have a small number of people, including the governor and the attorney general, who stand in the way of that happening. It's a complicated process to amend the state constitution. 2 successive state legislatures have to take action, and then it goes before the voters. That's a process that takes years. And when the Supreme Court has articulated clearly in striking down the Defense of Marriage Act a belief in equality and fairness and opportunity, I think it's, there's, again, just a couple people standing in the way of that happening in Wisconsin, and they should cease their attempts to appeal the ruling of a federal court judge in Wisconsin.
Very briefly, is this a big political issue in fall campaigns?
Well, I would say that the views of the American people have really sided with fairness. And I think as Wisconsinites, we want to leave for the next generation a state that's more equal, not less. That said, I still think the chief concerns on almost every Wisconsin citizen's mind probably focus a lot more on our economy.